Pirate King. How are you? Bonjour, bonjour. Is this the chat that I used? Hi, Legend Lurker. Moving this things. Omega 5 head. Is that talking about my forehead? I have a pretty big forehead. But I hate having bangs. My mom is like, oh, you should keep bangs. Hi, Chicago Cav. Things are good. Just having a quick IPA. I'm having a lot of back pain lately. Hello, try hard. Hi, Samantha. I just got off work a little bit ago. It's a little overcast today, a little cold, so I'm just having a quick beer. I just got off the bus, and then I'm gonna walk home. Just saw me pop up, forgot when I followed you. I'm not sure. Is that what it is, Pirate King? ID Gaff, cheers. I'll keep that in mind. Although I'm not sure it'll help. I think that would make it worse. I'm kind of liking that. So I work in a kitchen, right? Obviously I can't have my hair done in a kitchen, but I have the kind of hair that, like, if I wear it in a ponytail, it'll never look normal again. But I took a headband and I, like, wrapped my hair around the headband. Turned out pretty alright. Hi, Chunkix. Hello, Ace. Type of IPA, just a local IPA. Hi, Freeside. So, thank you, Winnie Hex. So, obviously, you can see that I have my Kick and my YouTube chat. So, I am still dual streaming right now, but I am probably going to, once I have the ability to, like, stream a little bit more than just, like, I got off work, I'm having a beer, I'm probably gonna just focus on Kick after that. What am I doing tonight? I'm gonna go home and lay down. Looks like I curled it. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like, it turned out all right. Yeah, DGAF there are. Have I had Boneyard? I have. That used to be one of my favorites, but I don't ever drink at home anymore, and I don't see it around a whole lot. Nice game on. I've been trying to still game, but with my back hurting the way it is, my computer chair hasn't been particularly comfortable to sit in. So I've been just, like, laying in bed watching TV. I did not take any painkillers today, which is, it's hurting really bad, but I'm trying to have a beer so that maybe my walk home will not hurt as bad. Hi, John Duncan. I got this tiny, tiny water bottle at Daiso so that I could have, like, a purse water bottle, and it's great, but I can drink, like, that much water in, like, 2 seconds. Go to New York and hook up with Sonic. Sonic quit drinking, right? Is he thus quit streaming? Has he thus? You just saw me in a Gucci's video? What video? I should put my view count up so that I know what I'm working with here. Okay. I'm curious what video. Ow. Is it Sonic and Bert dating? I don't know what the situation with that is. Sonic's one of those guys that, like, I can't tell if he is actually into dudes or not. It's my back pain from hauling the milkers. I wish. Hi, Turbski. Whoa, Turbski, you have a verification badge? Congratulations. I'm good. How are you? I'm hoping, like, Obviously, I don't just want to like sit and have a beer and stare at a camera all the time. So I'm hoping like pretty soon, obviously I don't have a car, so that makes it a little bit more complicated, but on a day off or something, I could take the bus out to somewhere nearby and go walk around. Do I talk to any of the old streamer crew? Depends on who you mean. Hi Leggy, hi Trailer. Interesting about Benny Mac. It depends on who you mean. I still talk to a lot of people. Gucci's obviously I haven't talked to in a while. I don't think anybody's talked to her in a while. I do not talk to Captain Content. I've had him blocked for a few years. I seem nice because I have pink glasses. They're supposed to be clear, but they are kind of like purpley pink. Which is funny. This is the train track bar. Yes, one voter. Hi, Red Hornet. Thank you. Happened with Gucci's, why has nobody talked to her? I think she just, you know, quit the internet, focused on real life. Oh, Pirate King. It's better not to talk to him. I don't talk to Sneaker Chat, but I mean, like I said, there's not a whole lot of people that I talk to privately, if that makes sense. But there's plenty of people like I interact with in chats or something like that. If that makes sense. Talk to in chats or like on a Discord server or anything. Not sure if true, but people saying Goo is Prada. I've heard that. I haven't seen anything like that points to whether or not that's true. If she is, I'm happy for her. But I know like I think she got sober, her and AK like own a business together. So hopefully that means they're happy. I think it's just healthier for her to be away from this stuff, and I don't blame her. It's definitely like, it's hard for me to not drink when I'm streaming. If I'm like, I think when I'm at home I'm fine, but if I'm like out, it's a good IPA that's not too hoppy. I don't know. There's lots of them. John Duncan, what did I do to my back? I don't know specifically why it's been hurting so bad this past week. I mean, I stand on concrete for a living, so I stand all day, every day. That's what I hear of Vaporwave Zoomer. They have a business license or something. IPA-wise, I mean, if you want something that's not too hoppy, I would say go for something more of like a pale that's going to be more balanced, but it really depends. It's a dungeon. Hope my back feels better. Thank you. It'll be okay. This is also part of the fun of getting old. I will be 38 in a month and a half, and I think that, you know, I've been working in jobs where I stand all day for like 20 years. I started doing manual labor when I was 9 years old, so I think it's just a nature of like working my ass off all my life. You know, I wear proper insoles, but I have a referral to a physical therapist soon, so hopefully. 38, yeah. Yeah, pales might be more your thing if you don't like too bitter. They're usually a little bit more balanced. You are not banned, Dread. I told you weren't banned. Admittedly, I haven't been sitting at my computer, so I didn't check to see if there was banning. Maybe you were like shadow banned, Dread. I'm probably just doing the one beer today, so this is going to be a really, really short stream, but I really appreciate you guys coming by. I just wanted to say hi, and I did want to warn like that as I get more comfortable with streaming again and finding things to do that are not just sitting here and staring at the thing, when I have time to do longer streams, I'll probably stick with the kick aspect. Thank you, Dread. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Going back to a schedule. I don't know about a schedule because my work schedule is sort of all over the place. Apparently I'm one of the better people that they have in the kitchen, apparently. So I might be working a little bit more because we have one guy who's put in his 2 weeks because he just graduated high school. And is like working other places. So it really depends. I would, if I can try to get 2 days off in a row to where it makes it easier for if my body is going to be like in pain like this, for me to have like 1 day of rest and do laundry and stuff, and then 1 day where I'm actually feeling good enough. Right now my days off are split. Like I have Sundays and Thursdays off, which means that like after the busy weekend on Sunday, I'm hurting. After my early week where it's generally like just me, I'm hurting. So it's hard for me to get up and get moving, if that makes sense. Kick is a wonderful platform. I have a lot of friends who are doing really well on it, and friends who are telling me like, look, if you really like wanted it, it would be a good option for you. So I need to buckle down. I need to think about the things that I could do from the location where I am, because I'm not near to a larger city and I don't have a car. I feel you. Sometimes you need a day to recharge. Yeah, sometimes I just need to like not move as much too. Maybe when I start PT, my body will be feeling better, or at least like I'll be able to walk more easily, because I think that's the issue that I have right now, is that I walk everywhere. You know, like I literally stand all day at work and I walk to and from work, other than I take the bus, and you know, I just walk as much as humanly possible. So it's hard for me. It can be hard. Hi Pocket, cheers. Hi Sonoticus. Hi Nancy. Thank you, Reba. Go visit Blade. Blade is really far away from where I am. Like I am way north of Seattle. He's like east of Seattle a bit. I'm closest to Bellingham, which would be a cool place to go actually. The thing is, like, the buses don't run very late here. They're more like commuter time buses. So if I were to go up to Bellingham, I would have to like wake up early and make sure I don't miss the last bus. So that's a possibility. Hi, Keeping the Faith. Thank you, Pirate Gang. Hi, person. Any recommendations for restaurants in Seattle? I don't know anymore, honestly. I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, all the places that I used to go in Seattle are gone. So I left Seattle proper, like I left Seattle permanent, like living there in 2018, late 2018. And like most of the places that I used to love to go didn't make it through COVID. When do I work next? Tomorrow morning. Hi, Monique. Thank you, Nancy. I have lost about 30 pounds. At close to Aurora, I'm nowhere near. Hi, Clemsy. Thank you. But I did used to live in Wallingford. Thank you, person. Trying to work on it more, but obviously it's been hard to be active with my back doing the thing it's doing. So, no, I'm not using a filter. I could, should I do one of those, here, K-pop filter. Do I look like I'm in a K-pop band now? Did it make my like chin all weird? God, how do I get rid of it? Why isn't it letting me get rid of it? Okay. If I tried a chiropractor, I'm not too into the idea of chiropractors, personally. I am having one beer, yes, money. And yes, I am single. I was streaming from this spot. This bar is like right near where my bus lets off to where I'm gonna like walk home from here. So it's an easy spot. they have the outdoors. I know some people that work here, so I just wanted to stop and say hi. It's nice to see you, Nancy. Thank you for coming by. Ooh. But my mom might come pick me up instead of me walking further, because I ended up staying late at work today. I was supposed to be off at 2, and I ended up not clocking out until 3:30. So, which isn't too bad. I could have stayed longer. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to. But that's okay. But I might just do this one beer and then call my mom. I kind of want to go pick up a prescription of mine anyway. Ladies that drink beer are hot. Thank you. I would like to at some point. It's summer now, so it's like perfect, pretty cocktail. Well, it's summer. I say it is gray as hell here today. I don't know if you can see. There's birds, birdies. Where'd the birds go? Damn it. But it's like perfect. I like to sit on a patio and drink a cocktail in the summer. Thank you, Vaporwave. Hi, Autismo. It goes well. Birdies. Status of my relationship with VP. We don't talk. Some sunflowers. The sunflowers are still there. It's crazy though that they're like, I got them when I was 21. So they're 17 years old almost. And they're still like in decent shape. Hi Jamrom. It has been a minute. Yeah, I don't talk to VP, and honestly, I'm kind of bored of watching her to make fun of her. Because I think she might actually be like in psychosis or something. Now, I think I blocked her. I'm not sure if I did. Right, and today I have a salad after work. I made a little salad. Smart move, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, if she's actually like in psychosis, it's not really funny. But she said some things recently where I'm like, okay, you might actually like be severely mentally ill. Hi, Dragon Spike. You need some steak or chickens? You used to talk to VP, then she sent you an essay about her ex. She likes to write essays, yeah. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I've been eating a lot of apples and peanut butter. That's been my thing lately. Weird question, chat. What is your favorite type of apple? Autismo, lucky you. Thank you for the follow, Dragon Spike. Thank you, Jamro. Apples and peanut butter is a great combo. Yeah, for sure. If psychosis, it's meth-induced. Maybe. Hi, Console. Apple pie flavored Gouda. It's a green apple. Wait, so it's an apple named apple pie flavored Gouda? Like the apple tastes like cheese that is apple pie flavored? That's crazy. I think it's drug induced. It might be a little bit of both though. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I need to know more about this apple. Oh, it's Gouda that tastes like a hint of apple pie. Okay. Hi, Papa Roach. You like my old streams when I passed out? Unfortunately, I'm not quite going there these days. I like Gouda. You know what I like that I never used to like? Brie. Especially like, you get a creamy brie and you like mix it with pesto. It's so good. Do I still talk to JJ? He's a dad now. We don't like chat or anything. We're still like, I think we're still like mutuals on social media. The last time I saw him was when he was in Orlando and he and his buddy crashed at my house. Monique, I haven't talked to Pellicine in a while. Captain RV streams. I'm curious to see how Chicken's RV goes. I'm not going on it or anything. I have a job. But I'm curious to see how it goes, because obviously he's not going to be as like degen as he was before. But I'm wondering if it'll feel like the old RV days, you know, like as far as like wanting to view it. Obviously if they come by I'll try to hang out, but I don't know if they will. You heard Pellicine got sent back. I hope not. Hi nobody. Awesome you crashed at your place. Yeah, he and his buddy stayed on my awful futon. I felt really bad. Made on kick, kind of surprised. I said I think like honestly, like, you know, content is content. Chicken seems like he's enjoying all the hanging out. There's people honestly that I think are a lot more degen than Chicken, and it's kind of funny that people are like giving him shit for his drinking or whatever, like his past with IP2, and then you look at like, this isn't talking shit because I think that Xena's content, but like she's probably a lot more actually degen than Chicken, because she starts, you know, she fights with her ex all the time and stuff. Seem to be winning. Thank you. Things aren't awesome, but I'm making do. Xena's hella degen. I don't know, like, if she, like, I don't know if I'd call her, like, degen, but she's always fighting, you know? So it's like, when you really think about, like, the IP2 streamers, if you take away, like, in the past, obviously, there's a bunch of these IP2 streamers that would say slurs and stuff, and I think that's sort of died because people are like, that's really kind of stupid, which is great. But when you take that out of it, what is it, like the roughhousing and stuff? Like, there was a moment there where it seemed like everybody was doing meth, and that sort of died out because drugs aren't sustainable. No slur. I am not a slur kind of girl. Got any eggs? Probably. I don't know. I've never been pregnant. Never tried to be pregnant either, so I've never gotten my fertility tested. Glad the meth thing died out. Yeah, that was a really creepy time, and I'm glad that I got out of the streaming stuff during that, because that's really a dangerous game to be playing. Generated activities content? Absolutely. Imagine doing that. Couldn't be me. This sweater for like $15 from a thrift store, $10, $15, and I love it. It's a Steve Madden. It's great. But I swear to God, every time I dry it, it takes like every single hair that has ever been in the dryer, like all my mom's gray hairs and stuff. We did more meth, Chicken, or Captain content. None that I know of. I have never been around anybody doing it. I would not be around people doing it. I feel like there's a big difference. I broke a nail. My nails are fucked. There's a big difference between like cocaine and meth, you know? Still, neither is good for you. Not from Portland, Bobby Dooley. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I've heard that, you know, Portland is a load. I haven't been to Portland in a while. My best friend lives down there, and I really should visit her. Uh-oh, here comes a train. Should I mute you guys so you don't hear train? I would highly recommend you guys take your headphones off. It's gonna get really loud. I think. Thank you. Thank you, okay, it's coming from that way. It's a freight train. Right. Taking on a dinner train ride through the mountains in Switzerland, we'll eat the finest cheeses. That would be sick. I always wanted to go on one of those, like, around here they have a lot of those, like, old-fashioned, like, trains where you can, like, take dinner and it takes you on a loop or something. Like, I think they do it down near Snoqualmie. I want to do that so bad. I used to work on those at least twice a year. That's awesome. I've been to Switzerland, but I was like 13 and with a school group, so I could only do what what they wanted to do. I used to work with a guy, this like older guy. He's got to be like 86 now. He used to loan me his train magazines. I think I still have a couple. But he told me about, like, apparently Amtrak, if you own like an old train car, you can pay Amtrak to pull it behind for like some leg of a trip. You gonna see Oasis, their tour starts soon? No, but one of my buddies just showed that they might have played like a show with them or something. Because he was hanging out with one of them. Noel Gallagher? I think. They were playing something. Really interesting though. I forget where they were. Somewhere on the East Coast. Or perhaps in a different country. I'd have to look it up. Come on, ride the train. Ride it. How many COVID vaccines do I have? 3. I got 1 booster and I haven't since. And my doctor thinks that I'm an anti-vaxxer because I'm all anxious about it. But it made sense at the time. And also, like, you know, you had to have proof of it to travel and stuff. And I traveled a lot after it came out. Not to travel, but you needed it for like some places to get in. So I got the minimum required, basically. my whole thing is like, I'm not anti-vax at all, but I got COVID pretty bad, like right at the beginning, and my parents were both high risk, so. And then I got it really bad when I got to Florida. After I got the boosters and stuff, or the booster, which is interesting. I'll try this one. Monique, what was the question? I can't scroll up with the double chat. I kind of wish that I'd been young enough, or like of the age where they started doing chickenpox vaccinations though, because I had chickenpox twice, and I am genetically prone to staph infections. So when I got chickenpox the second time, because apparently like you can be genetically prone to staph infections, it's pretty rare, but it's just like more staph lives on your body, I guess. So I was like 3 years old, I think, the second time I got chickenpox, and I looked like a leper. So my mom's like, I took you around and people were worried. Jesus, Monique. No, I've never gotten anything done like that on a train. Yeah, it's possible, especially because I'm using the Power Chat thing, on-screen chat, so that I can dual stream. It's possible that there are certain things that aren't getting through. Before I solely start doing Kick for a while, and before I do like a longer, potentially away from my general house area stream, I'm gonna try to see how I feel about Moblin and see how that does with the chat, because one of the biggest issues that I have, even just with Prism, like their regular chat, is it's sort of like default top chat. Do I know where New Zealand is? I do. My sister lived in New Zealand for a long time. Monique. Now I just like trains, dude. I'm definitely like, okay, I'm not like full train autism, but I really like trains. I think they're cool. I do live in Washington State currently, yeah. I don't know where to go next though. I'm trying to figure that out. I heard if you stream on Kick, you'll have to get into fights. You know what? I'll take a fist fight over the like weird drama that seems to be bred on YouTube. So that's also a little bit of a thing, is like a lot of the communities that I am aware of or interact with or watch on YouTube, like they get in the weirdest drama, and I'm just kind of like over it. I'm also not good at fist fights, so hopefully nobody fucks with me. Maybe I can be that person that screams, "Come on, guys," in the background, like, "Oh my god, stop." That seems more me. Hello, beer drinker. You can't see my... You guys are just gonna have to start liking me for my personality. Punch you in the face. I'll try. Am I happy in life? Things are fine. Thank you for the follow. It's Lisamia, or it's Lisa Mia. Finally some content live. I'm not content. But I do want to, so I want to try to look around for like, I know this is like really cheesy content, but I want to look around for like little museums and stuff, because I live in a really cool part of the Northwest. I should have fought somebody on the RV. Could have taken nanobot. I don't think I could. Number one, because she's taller than me. And she could just like throw a boob and probably knock me out. And I wouldn't fight Dano. There was that one time that like Gucci's and I were yelling at each other, and I kind of like squared up to her, and I am so not a fighter though, and I'm just kind of like, and she like sort of backed down. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank God. Blackout said he's out of my league to date. Okay. Throw Bob, yeah, she was like I don't have a Discord. Well, I have like a Discord account, but I don't have like my own. Jamrom, I'm just drinking an IPA. It's like a local IPA. Technically, I'm at a brewery right now. Yes, Skagit River Brewery. Yes, that is what it says on the thing. It's right near the train station, as you can probably tell by the train that went by. It's also like the general transit station right here. So then from here I can walk home pretty easy. You brew your own beer? That's sick. I went to brewing school here. So like about 6 months before I got into the streaming, I graduated from my brewing degree, and I was doing my like internship at a brewery up in Bellingham, and I found out that I had osteoarthritis and I couldn't really like use my hands the way I used to. Should did SJC? No, thank you. I don't think I ever want to meet that man. Am I dating VG? No. I'm not dating anybody. Not at all. Date me, milady. I'm not dating anybody. I'm trying to focus on like getting my shit together. Plus, like I said, I don't know where I want to go next. And that's something that I'm trying to figure out is like, I don't want to be in Washington. My allergies get way too bad in Washington. I think that's what caused my migraine that ended up putting me in the ER like a month ago. So I think that Washington is not for me, even though it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But I don't know where would be next. So like, I'd love to go back to California. California is home. And a lot of my family lives there. All of my family's on the West Coast. Most of my family's in California. Mostly Southern California, but like my sister is in the Bay Area. Moved to Nashville. I have a lot of friends who moved from Seattle to Nashville, like a lot. Like most of the people I know that have left Seattle have moved to Nashville. And one of my friends from California, but he lived in like Vegas for a while too. He turned out to be a big Trumper. Kind of interesting based on where we're from. I was in the ER a month ago. Yeah, so I had a migraine that had a really bad aura. It started while I was at work, and I wasn't able to leave work because nobody could do my job. So I worked for 5 hours with about 20% of my vision. So right after that, and this was on Memorial Day, so right after work, like as soon as I could get away from work, I went to the ER. They did a CT. I wasn't having a stroke, which is good, but I've been having these really bad migraines with aura for a few months now. I think maybe it's allergy related or it's hormone related. It's a cat lady, but if she's anti-Trump and has a job, I'd let being a cat lady slide. Everyone's moved there, I bet. I do not like Trump. I don't like any politician though. Most politicians are fucking horrible boob bangs. Got an allergy test? No. I should though. I should have an allergy test done because it's been, so like in California, I feel like I never really got allergies. And then in Washington, it seems like every spring I get really bad allergies, and I'm pretty prone to headaches and migraines anyway. But it wasn't until the last few months that the like blinding migraines have started. So it could be hormonal because I am getting older and I'm getting more towards like I have to start worrying about menopausal type changes. Yeah, that's what I heard, Jammerl. Like they or like they do it on your back or something. Like they put like a bunch of them in there to see what you react to. Hey, Matt Hoffman. It is beautiful here, but it's also very expensive, and so that's why I'm not sure like what's next. I'm honestly at this point thinking like bumfuck like Nebraska or something. California is where all my family is. I don't want to live in Oregon. I don't know where to go. Bumfuck Nebraska being like, that's like mostly a joke. Nebraska is not on my list. I don't know anybody there. Then again, Florida was never on my list. I miss Florida a lot of the time, but a lot of the issue would be how far away I would be from family. The furthest east family I have is in Colorado. My little cousin lives in Colorado. My little cousin, she's in her 30s, but my little cousin lives in Colorado. Literally like 99% of my family. I have a very small family, so 99% doesn't make sense because I don't have enough people in my family for there to be 99% of my family. Most of my family is in California. Cat bitter now she has a toxoplasmosis. I probably do have toxoplasmosis. Uranium, they always were since I was a kid, so it's not about vaccines. Should move to Illinois and live with Burger Planet's mom. I no longer have family in Hawaii, so Hawaii wouldn't make a lot of sense. Plus, if my issue is cost, that wouldn't make sense either. If I were going to live in an expensive place, I'd rather live in California where I'm from. Hi, cab company. That's not gonna happen. No, I need to go soon. Like I said, my back hurts. I probably do already have toxoplasmosis, but I've been a cat person for like my entire life. Aloha, yeah. I used to have family on the Big Island, on the Gila side of the Big Island, but they all have moved stateside. Most of them have moved to California. Like I said, I have my little cousin moved to Colorado, and their dad moved to Nevada. I guess their mom still lives out there, so my aunt who's not related by blood, but by marriage, she was my aunt all my life. So. Kick chat acting up again. The Kick website has been bad lately. That's also like partially why, despite the people I've talked to advising me to stick to just Kick, I'm a little hesitant just because the website has been really buggy lately. I'm to order Jaeger bombs. No Jaeger bombs. Basically, these 2 beers is all I can afford right now. The 2 Asian men I've been with have been half German, so there were no issues there. 2? Yeah. Both of them were half German, interestingly enough. Half Japanese, half German. No, I did date a half Chinese, half Irish guy when I was like 18, but we didn't sleep together. They were gifted, yeah. Oh yeah, I can make him straight again. No, I feel like he has that old lady from Florida, man. Honestly though, I don't want to date anybody. I'm not interested in sex. I'm not interested in anything. I'm just trying to get my life figured out. Kick has gotten worse than YouTube in terms of service. Huge fight last night. Zena was in the middle of it and somehow didn't get banned. So I noticed that. I was watching that when it happened. I was watching Chicken. I think Squeeze was the first to get banned, but I don't follow Squeeze. So I think then it was Chicken, even though technically all he showed was Darius like punching Zena's like phone out of her hand or whatever, like, and then I watched like, and then Chicken got banned, and then I like went to Joel's stream, and then he got banned, and then like another got banned. Like, okay. Their terms of service are pretty crazy. I understand why they do it, but also like, I don't even think any like real violence happened. Ref Housing Script episode 2021, yeah. Monique, I didn't know that. That's crazy. No, uranium, it doesn't. Kids are expensive and annoying and stinky. It's not that I don't think, like, I think I would be a great mom, but I also don't think that I'm in a place or have been in a place in my adult life where I would be able to, you know, support a child. And also just like, I can't afford it. I'd rather, cats are stinky. You can mitigate that. Cats are stinky though. You can mitigate it. I don't want children though. I wonder how many staff Kick has, or if it's AI, because the banning happens so fast when there's a fight or something. It's hard to tell based on like, you know that they like, well, because Chicken was on the front page when it happened, right? And in general, like, all of those people have KCIP, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, most of them know or have known people that work for Kick. So, like, they might be watching. Chat's asking some bizarre questions, yeah. They pay people that have children. What, the like government wants to pay people $5,000? That doesn't even cover the hospital. Drop of cat piss on carpet, it's over, new carpet time. Well, gross carpet. I'm very anti-carpet. Just like hardwood. Just get hardwood. But also get like, make sure you clean your cat's litter box so they don't pee on the ground. Well, YouTube doesn't allow it. That's the thing. It's like, but YouTube is big enough to where it's all based off of like algorithm as to whether or not they actually pay attention to it. I think the problem, like not the problem, but the thing with Kick is that they have people who are actively looking versus I think that YouTube doesn't really look at things until there's reports. Versus Kick doesn't really need reports because they have generally less going on at any given time. So the people that they do have working for that are actively looking. Yeah, but then like sometimes YouTube gets mad about like really small things just because somebody fucked up, you know? Tried everything, did no good. Cats sometimes get stressed when they're older. Yes. Also with older cats, like, a lot of people don't get like lower barrier litter boxes for them. I think that's a big issue too, because a lot of cats, especially like if you have a certain type of cat, like I had a Maine Coon and she had a hard time getting up over the lip of a litter box because she had hip issues. So a lot of people will have like a regular litter box, but you need to get one that has like a little dip that they can get into. Everyone you know dies and you only have yourself, you will regret not starting a family. I don't think I will. Also, just because you have children doesn't mean they're gonna look after you. Like, it is not a child's obligation to take care of you in your old age. Yeah, my cats are indoor only. YouTube cherry picks its moments when they want to target certain people. Yeah, I think it's an algorithm to some extent. I also think it is dependent on how many reports you get. Like, obviously we've seen there are plenty of people that break like really heavy terms of service that never get in trouble. Who's that screaming? The music, probably. The sunflower action. They're here. It's a little chilly though. Yeah. But yeah, as far as the kids thing goes, if you are having a child so that you have somebody to take care of you in your old age, it's going to be a bummer when either they're not in a decent enough position. Like, let's be serious, a lot of kids who are born nowadays, you don't know what the economy is going to be like. Like, it's hard enough for young people as it is. They might not have the money. I don't know what 24 degrees means. I'm American. I deal in Fahrenheit. Alright, I should probably go 79 up. It's gotta be like 60 here. I want to get that thing where it shows like the temperature. I think I have to get like Moblin or something because I don't have an Android, so I can't use IRL Pro, which is what everybody's using. I don't have a second phone anyway, so that's another thing. Also, if I'm going to stream more frequently, I'm really gonna have to consider getting a second phone. Baby steps though, you know. Oh, you're in Miami? Dragon, how's the weather been like overall? Donna's not making money from KCIP. Really? Her car got repoed when she was in South America? Really? I feel like there are a lot of people on KCIP that are doing really well, but it really depends. That also could be like, you know, that could also be like her scripting a little bit. That could also be, or like being irresponsible. I don't know her, so I don't know what her deal is. I honestly didn't even know if she had KCIP. Oh, I don't know who those people are. Exactly, Matt Hoffman. Exactly. I'm gonna close out. I like Nana Piff. I think she's funny. Is the Natty the one that allowed that weirdo to jerk off to her or something? Got banned. What about Elisa Giordano? Is she still streaming? That is interesting though that Elisa hasn't gone the kick route. You would think, because supposedly back in the day she was getting consistent numbers at least. So if she got consistent enough numbers, she would be fine. Pretty much every day. I haven't watched her since the situation with her sugar daddy. I don't like her content though, but she would be consistent enough you think that she would do it. But she also, like, most of her viewers are those, like, people that maybe would be very anti getting off of YouTube. Yeah, I don't find her entertaining. It seems like, I think the last time I unfollowed her like a few months ago, and the last time I like looked her up to look at a stream, it was like the same shit as always, and I found it boring. But people should let me know if she's ever, you know, having a fist fight with a sugar daddy again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Doesn't like the app and his fonts. Of course. Very weird. Alright, I need to get change for my cash and see if my beautiful mother will come pick me up and we can run to the store. You're gonna scoot? I'm about to scoot. You're saying streamer, thank you. Yeah, I'm not drinking the way I used to, so I'm trying to like be a little bit more chill. But if you guys do not already follow me on Instagram, it's MinetteLive, same thing as here. Just in case, like, if my back stuff doesn't get better for a while and I'm not able to stream for a while, I will try to do stuff like this more often, but I don't really want to drink more often, and I'd like my back to feel better so I can actually try to like go do stuff. Where's that? Monique, I did see the clip. Yeah. What's their humanity? Am I applying for KCIP? Listen, if you guys are following me on YouTube, please, 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 please follow me on Kick. Because I get pretty decent numbers for what I've got going on and for the amount that I've been streaming. But as I try to push more towards like working on something like that to where I'd be able to maybe not work as often, and you know, if I had something like KCIP, I could get a car, I could travel more, I could show you guys more things again. I miss that. That's what I miss about streaming, is I miss like wandering around and talking to people and going and seeing things. So if you can follow me on Kick, awesome. I have subs are already available there. So if you want to, that's awesome. That also gives me more of an opportunity. You'd be helping me out a lot. As I get towards being able to stream more consistently, I will start focusing on that for a little bit. I won't forget about YouTube completely, but I do need to work on that. Where Kickstream that's not botted? Listen, maybe I am botted. 13's kind of a lot. So yeah, consider subbing. Definitely follow me on Kick. Whether or not you want to use it, you don't have to. But it does help me out a lot, especially having the viewers, the chatters and stuff. So I will catch you guys later. I really appreciate you. And I want to, like, okay, I'm gonna start looking into like things that are within a day bus ride, and maybe I'll make like a poll on my Instagram. So again, follow me on Instagram, MinetteLive, and see what people would be interested in seeing, because I live in the Pacific Northwest and I live specifically in a place where there's a lot of native art and stuff too. So that might be kind of cool to see. I'll look into some places. But since this place is really easy for me to get to after work, maybe you'll see me here at this train bar more often. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.